Bar Stool Sports. Titus, Brandon Walker, Mostly Sports.
Welcome to Mostly Sports. I'm Mark Titus. Brandon Walker is out today. He's prepping for the Brandon Walker college football show. He said you're doing Brandon over there.
Yeah, I'm trying. This chair is awful.
Yeah, there's one little setting. Neither of you have apparently ever sat in an office chair. You can
Bar Stool.
There's one little thing. You just push. You just flip the little switch right there.
No, but it's like he's got like an uneven ass because one side of the seat is like more down than the other.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He said it was going to be 2 years, and it was only a day.
It was one day. We're gonna miss him, and I said we were gonna miss him, and he looked at me and he was like, "What are you doing?"
These are short shorts today, huh?
What are you doing?
The couch does me no favors. I want to wear shorts to work, and then just the angle's tough.
It's all right. Just lean into it. Yeah, Brandon's out. He said he's got to prep for the show that he cares about. I said, sorry, boys. College football season coming up. When does that launch? August 3rd?
Believe so.
Only
a couple weeks. He's
so he's like, I got to do all the prep work for that show, and good on him. So the show goes on without him. It is Thursday, July 16th. It says right here. We are live from Chicago. And Connor, fuck you.
Why?
Fuck you.
Why?
So hard.
I don't know what's going on.
It is July 16th in the greatest summer city on planet Earth.
Okay.
It is a perfect listen. Now I am not of the age. I have aged out of this for getting drinks on a Thursday. Like I'm a weekend guy. I'm a one day on the weekend every 3 weekends guy probably at this point in my life. But having said that, Thursday back in the day when I was a young whippersnapper, big drinking day. That was a big we've almost made it through the week. Let's go out after work. Let's have some fun, Let's celebrate. And then tomorrow, Friday, we'll mail it in at work, and then we'll coast into the weekend, have a great weekend. We are in the greatest summer city on planet Earth, according to Connor Griffin. It is the middle of July, and the whole fucking city is on fire.
It's not on fire.
It is. You cannot breathe. You cannot breathe in the city of Chicago. Look at this.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was on fire like it was a good thing.
No, the opposite actually. Actually, the opposite, Evo. Actually, we have the 4th worst air quality on planet Earth right now in Chicago. On planet Earth.
It smells like fire, but the city itself is not on fire. This is not 1871 all over again.
I can taste it on my tongue right now.
It's smoky in here, dude.
No, I know.
Apologize.
It's not.
Apologize for this. What have you done?
It's not my fault. It's not Chicago's fault. It's coming from Canada. This is like the second or third time in the past 3 years that this has happened, where Canadian wildfire smoke has come down to our borders. It was in New York. It looked like Armageddon in New York back in 2023, and then now it's looking really bad in Chicago. Even though it's cleared up. Whoa.
What was that?
I heard a ba-dong.
I don't know.
What was that?
Interesting.
Was it on fire? Is the computer on fire?
That's the we're on fire.
That's the we're on fire alarm.
This is the second worst fire day I've ever seen. The first was in New York in 2020. I don't remember if it was 22 or 23. There was a day where the entire city was red. It was straight out of Blade Runner 2049. This is still pretty bad.
Like what I just said?
No.
Okay.
Also, don't act like you came up with that. I said it before the show started, and you stole another thing I said.
No, I remember making a great meme that day. I made a meme of we're all the T-shirts.
What do you guys got going on?
I don't know.
You two,
We've
two of you are
fighting my whole flow, word for word, bar for bar.
What is going on?
We've been hissy.
I'm gonna high road.
I just thought right there that Evo didn't hear what I said about 30 seconds ago, and I just wanted to make sure that we were.
I tune you out a lot.
Yeah, we all do really, but
yeah, I guess so.
I've been getting really snippy with Connor. I might just I've been a Connor fan my whole life since I was a wee boy.
Well.
And I may turn on him.
Would you look at that?
I may turn on him.
Suddenly you find yourself looking around the room, and your biggest ally on the show.
No allies in court.
Just might be me.
What
about that?
Ebo is playing this weird game right now where he wants to pretend like he's all pissed off and he feels scorned and that he, oh my God, Connor, blah, 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 blah. And then whenever I offer to make it up to him, he refuses. He says, no, No, I don't want it. So you can't have it both ways. You can't be mad at me, and then when I extend an olive branch, then you say, no, I want to continue to be mad at you. Like,
that's how the world
I think-
works for the entire human history.
Yeah, that's how.
That's actually exactly
how it works.
Olive branches aren't real. They're metaphorical.
Also, when he takes your olive branch, then he can't hold this over you anymore.
Also, who the fuck wants olives?
Yeah.
Olives are gross unless they're in a martini. Shout out to chat. I'm drunk.
What just happened right
The chat just says I'm drunk all the time. I don't know.
When did that
I'm
happen?
trying to fill
When did
air.
that start?
We got like.
Well, Ebo, we're 9 minutes in.
I know.
I can fill some air, Ebo. I don't need you.
He already feels you drowning over there.
I told you before the game. I was like, I got 6 innings in me, and you're I gave up 1 hit, and you're already like, I got it. I'll take it from here. Give me the
him interrupting.
give me the ball. Now hang on a second. What? A lot to unpack. What the chat says you're drunk.
I don't know when it started, but chat basically
Constantly.
just thinks I show up to work with Bailey.
That's pretty funny.
Every day.
I like
Emo's
that.
hammered. Emo's hungover.
Is it because the one day you were drunk? Did they
I've
pick
never
up on
been
it?
drunk on the show.
No.
Yeah,
Come on, Ebo.
When was I drunk on the show?
we've done
one.
drinking episodes.
Yeah.
We've done.
I've never been drunk on this show.
I'm drunk right now.
We should do another drinking episode soon.
What were we talking about? We're talking about fires. We're talking
And
about,
air quality.
Yeah, the air quality. Canada's all on fire, and it's so I don't pay attention to the news as much. I'm trying to take an ignorance is bliss approach. And it works out well for me. Like I'm woefully ignorant on a lot of stuff going on in the world around us. This is one of the times when I left my house this morning to come to work. I was like, I should probably pay more attention to the news. I had no idea this was coming. I assume everyone else knew this was coming.
Yeah, I caught word of it.
Yeah, I had no idea. So I just walked outside. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I knew it was happening. I didn't know it was going to happen to us. Like, I knew there
So
were
you didn't
wildfires
care.
in Canada. I didn't
Yeah.
expect
You knew
it.
someone was going to be suffering, but as
Yeah.
long as it's not you, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
One of those
That's a
deals.
good disposition to have about life in general, right?
One of those deals.
I feel terrible because I actually have a friend from Los Angeles who
Oh, do you?
visiting Chicago.
Oh, is that so?
I just kept hyping up Chicago like it's this great place in the summertime.
yeah.
And then they got here last night, and it's just nothing but smoke in the air. And,
I'd love to get his thoughts on.
well, it's a woman, but it's just still friend.
Huh?
You could have woman friends.
Where's she staying?
Not this chair sucks.
No, answer the question.
Not
Where's she staying, Connor?
not at my place. not at the moment. But it's a friend of mine from California, and she is having a rough time right now because she gets here and it's just nothing but fucking smoke.
I
in the
didn't know
air.
you had West Coast hose.
It's not. It's not like that.
You got West Coast hose?
It's not like that. I know a lot of people on the West Coast.
No shit.
Yeah, that's.
How about that?
I'm excited to get back to the West Coast later this month. I have volleyball tonight. I don't know if they're going to keep the game scheduled because this air quality is terrible.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know if it's a hazard.
2 weeks from today, we're going to Manhattan Beach.
Yeah.
So
I'm training.
countdown is on. Can we talk about the World Cup, Connor?
See.
The game between England and Argentina yesterday. England goes up. So first of all, the first half was basically just a knife fight. I'm fascinated by this Argentina team because I feel like the team is not likable in the slightest, except they have one of the most likable athletes of all time in Lionel Messi, which is interesting because maybe we could talk about this a little bit. Lionel Messi, I find myself rooting for everything he does. I like him so fucking much. And it really does just boil down to he's great at the sport, and that's it. I know nothing else about him. I know of none of his interests. He does not, as far as I know, I've never heard him speak one word of English. And I know nothing about him off the field. I know he gave a baby a bath one time, like 20 years ago,
Yes.
and that baby went on to become Lamine Yamal. I guess he was Lamine Yamal at the time, but you know what I mean. But I find myself saying Lionel Messi is extremely likable, and it just basically boils down to he's really fucking good. But yeah, the Argentina team, I think the rest of them, if Messi wasn't on this team, I'd fucking hate him. But he is on the team, and I love him. And they play in the first half. They're just trying to like muck it up. They're playing like Paraguay. They're playing like, I mean, a lot of the South American countries play that way. A lot of the North American countries, basically like south of the United States. That's what a lot of the soccer is a lot of the CONCACAF games that America's trying to, qualify for the World Cup. We'll get into a lot of knife fights with these countries. So that seems to be the culture south of America, is like how you play soccer. But what's fascinating is like Argentina gets down a goal And this happens time and time again, and then they like abandon that style of play, and they're like, "Oh, we need a goal. Now watch this. We'll just go get goals." And it baffles the mind because you're like, "Why don't you just play?" Like I feel like if they just from the start were like, "Why don't we just go hunt some goals?" They might win 6-0.
Yes.
They might just dominate the game. So yeah, this was a historic choke for England, which is saying something because that's what England does at the World Cup. They choke every single time they're in the World Cup, and I think the story of the World Cup on the totality is that Argentina has a never say die attitude. That Argentina finds ways to win. That even when everything is going wrong, Lionel Messi will find a way to make the play in the moment to get them over the hump, and they score these late goals. We showed a tweet on Wake Up Barstool that like Argentina, someone pulled the stats that Argentina in the knockout rounds, when the 90th minute hits, they have held the lead in 0 of their knockout games.
Yes, which is crazy.
And they're in the final. They've won obviously every single knockout game. So on the totality, it's like that is the story of the World Cup. But I actually thought in this specific game between England and Argentina, the story was that England choked. That England was playing better in the first half than Argentina, I thought. They get a 1-0 lead, 1-0 lead. They had completely abandoned what got them there. They go into prevent defense. They bring on the goon. They bring on Dan Burn, who is just like quickly becoming one of my favorite athletes. This fucking freak that they bring on from England who's like not good at soccer but is just like a fucking giant, and he's there to just clear all the crossers out, and that's it.
Yeah, they said he was 6'7" on the broadcast yesterday. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Get him on the national basketball
Get him on
team.
the yeah. What are we doing? Terry Rozier had a tweet about that, I think.
Yeah.
He should be hooping.
He should have been hooping.
But yeah, England was like, instead of going for another goal to go up 2-0, why don't we just park the bus? Why don't we? They had 12% possession, Connor, after they scored the goal. Between the time they scored and Argentina's first goal, they had 12% possession. Yeah, I forget what question I was even going to ask you, but
was it more of a choke?
What a game! I think yesterday was more of a choke from England than Argentina.
Firing back.
Like Argentina going on a miracle run. Having said that, I also want to acknowledge that Argentina has done this 1,000 times in this tournament, and that is becoming a consistent theme with them.
Which doesn't make sense to me. And again, this is me being an ignorant footy fan, not even a fan, just a watcher.
As long as Game of Thrones isn't on. At the
exactly.
Yeah, right.
Watch out for the new House of the Dragon episode coming up this week, by the way. I think it's absurd that all of a sudden, once it hits 85 minutes, Argentina from that point on could just get 15 to 20 chances at a goal. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Yeah. But I got to ask the question of, is there a good way to choke? Because obviously we're making fun of England for the fact that they just immediately took the safe, boring strategy, prevent, and we're going to try and run this out. If they were going still balls to the wall, aggressive, trying to score another goal, and it backfired on them, we'd still be saying, well, why'd you do that? You could have just played prevent, right? Like either way, they're going to get bullied.
Yeah.
Or, like in football, if you try and run the ball and play the safe way, run the clock out.
But I think the context matters because you've seen this from this Argentina team. So I think if you're playing against a team that doesn't have this in them, that doesn't have Lionel Messi, that doesn't have scoring threats, that doesn't, like if they're playing like a Paraguay, who like Paraguay's offense in the World Cup was dog shit. Like they couldn't get anything going. If you're playing a team like that and you go up 1-0 and you're like, all right, well that's probably enough. They're not going to score. If we just play defense, if we just focus on clearing the ball out, like they're never going to score. They don't have the talent to score. Argentina, you can't go into a game against Argentina, even Spain, who's given up one goal the entire World Cup.
Yeah.
Even Spain, I think it would be insane, and there's a good chance. Spain is very, very good. Spain's favored in the final, and there's a good chance they could ultimately keep Argentina scoreless in this game. But I think it'd be insane for Spain to go into this game and assume that Argentina's not going to score. You have to assume that they're going to score. They're going to find a way to score. Lionel Messi's going to find a way to score.
Well, but yesterday, the fact that, and this just goes to show the greatness of Messi, where that centering pass to get the go-ahead goal in stoppage time that was then headed in, that was just an absurd play. And obviously you're expecting Messi to be the one who strikes it, gets the goal in the end, is the hero and everything. But the fact that Messi comes out yesterday with 2 assists and that second one being sensational, like, it was just a phenomenal play. Just goes to show you how.
With his right foot, right?
Yeah.
Across with the right foot, yeah.
He's just goated.
They were on their ass for like the last 30 minutes of the game.
Like, I just
They
don't
were just on
understand
their
how that could possibly happen. You could just flip a switch and boom, you have 100.
But they could have scored like 4 or 5 goals.
McAllister, they said he was 5'9" in the broadcast. He was like the tallest guy out there.
Yeah.
Pickford, great goalie. And
Well, I
he had a
wanna
couple
know-
of saves yesterday that I can't believe he.
Can I learn more about Dan Byrne? I'm sad that I won't get more. I guess there's a third place game, but let's be honest, like I'll watch it, sure, but I'm sad that I'm not getting more meaningful Dan Byrne soccer in my life.
Do people treat the third place game with respect?
I
Do they
don't
actually go hard in it.
I think once upon a time, yes. I don't know what to expect on Saturday, to be honest. I don't think, like, obviously it's not the biggest deal in the world.
No.
But you'd rather finish third than fourth, right?
Yeah,
if you're gonna play in it, you might as well try to win it. Plays for Newcastle United. He's 6'7". What's his background? What does he have, like an early life tab? Like what's
He probably played some netball.
Play something.
Netball.
Where was he born? Where's this fella
Stupid
born?
fucking sport. Okay.
Personal life, maybe. Yeah.
Whoa.
Lost the ring finger on his right hand after severing it in an accident. All right, he's married to Roz.
Roz.
He's married to Roz, a native of Cramlington, with whom he has 2 children.
Mike Wazowski.
All right.
Cramlington.
All right, that's good to know. Dan Byrne and Roz Byrne. I love this guy. I love England. England gets a lead in any game, and they're just like, bring on the fucking tower to just.
Yeah.
That's just what he does.
He's the swamp.
TJ.
And then they were chasing the goal. They get down late, and they obviously need to get a goal themselves, and they just park his ass in front of the goal, and they're just like launching in balls for him to. Very funny idea.
Yeah.
I want one of those guys on every team. That's what I want for next World Cup. You should have to have a guy. Everybody should have to have one guy that's taller than 6'6".
Just a goon.
Just a fucking goon. I love the idea of that. So,
Could I ask the question that was brought up on Wake Up Barstool today?
sure, go ahead. I have a feeling you want to ask because you're on the wrong side.
I just can't believe the people in this company who would much rather prefer that their team gets blown out, embarrassed, looks like they don't even belong to be there, as opposed to a team like in England yesterday that, yes, had a historic choke.
Historic choke. Connor, I don't think we haven't spent enough time talking about how bad this was. England, this is the only sport they care about. They have nothing else. They have no entertainment. They have no food. They have soccer and beans. That's all they have. That's it. That's all they have, Connor. They have nothing else, okay?
Okay.
They can't turn to anything else. So, like, if Penn State loses a game like that yesterday, you can turn to the Eagles. You can turn to grabbing a nice meal at a good restaurant in Chicago. You could go walk on an
Olive
beach,
Garden.
go to an Olive Garden. You could take your best gal to Navy Pier and go on the Ferris wheel. There are other options. There are other things you could turn to. England has none of that. They have nothing. It is the weather's terrible. The food is terrible. The culture is terrible. The women are ugly. The men are uglier. Everything about it, it's a terrible place. But the one solace they have is that they invented the world's game. They invented this sport, okay? And the whole world loves it. And it is a beautiful game. Soccer's awesome. Everybody all over the globe fucking loves it. And now we've all come together to compete for the most prized trophy in the world of sports, Connor. And England, after 60 years, has a team that is finally good enough to win the trophy. They are finally good enough to look back on all these shortcomings of all the World Cups past and say those are in the past. Our time is now. We're going up against the greatest soccer player of all time. We're doing it, by the way, on American soil that was stolen from us. Is probably their perspective.
Right.
We're playing on stolen land.
It's probably what they might say. And they have it, Connor. They have the goal. They're up 1-0. They bring on Dan Byrne, Connor. He's the victory cigar. Dan Byrne comes on for one reason. It's just to ice the game, to win it, to seal it. It's over. And they give up 2 goals in 5 minutes. And they lose, Connor. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Devastating. But this is something that an Englishman, a wee boy. So on the broadcast, they showed a wee boy. They showed a wee boy who he had the English flag painted on both cheeks. Tears running down his face, Connor. The paint on his face was running, okay? And this wee boy is going to grow up to become an old man. He's going to become a pot-bellied Englishman who's eating beans in 2065, you know? And this is what his future holds for him. He's eating beans and it's overcast, right? And he's in the pub and he's throwing back a few pints with the lads. And then suddenly it's just going to hit him out of nowhere. He's just going to be like, fuck, we were better than Argentina and we blew it. And he's going to haunt him for the rest of his life. I think that experience, carrying that weight, this was devastating. This was a gut punch. We had it. We let it slip through our fingertips. Is a far tougher pill to swallow than like, oh shit, we suck. They're just better than us.
Trauma-inducing losses.
That's what I believe. We argued about this on Wake Up Barstool. T-Bob believes that choking away a game that you should have won is preferable to just realizing you're just not that good.
And Alexi Lawless said the same.
Yeah,
I think it's much more.
You know, yeah.
I think you can find much more comfort in life if you can accept the fact that maybe you're just not good enough for something. You know,
and that's
Yes.
such a terrible way of looking.
No,
at
I
life.
think that's a beautiful way to go through life because I think if
no.
you're constantly chasing this Mamba mentality, you're going to be stuck in a permanent ditch of depression, chasing something you will never attain, chasing this high, this dragon, when you actually need to be content with the fact that sometimes in life, it's just life.
There is no worse.
And when the sun explodes one day, no one will remember who won the World Cup in 2026.
There is no. Yeah, that's true.
That's
There actually, but they might remember that England choked away. They might remember that. There is no worse feeling as a sports fan than losing a game but believing in your heart of hearts, like even after the dust has settled, even after like the irrationality of sports fandom has washed away, and you sit there in your rational thought and you still believe that you were the better team. There's no worse feeling. There's no worse feeling than to just be like, how the fuck did we lose that game? And I feel like that's what every English fan is thinking. Whereas every American fan is like, we fucking suck. Yes, this is frustrating. But there's not a single not a single American soccer fan that's like, we should have won that game.
not to get talking about trauma in sports, but I think you and T-Bob are two examples of this where you're on the show together. You both played a national championship, or
we're there. We're in uniform for a national championship.
His team didn't cross the 50.
Right.
Your team probably could have won the game, correct? Did you leave that game thinking like, oh, we could have won the national championship?
I think there's a world. I don't think I actually left the game thinking Florida's better than us, and there was a world where we could have beat them. Like the stars could have aligned, but they were better than us. I actually, to make my point, I actually spend more time as an Ohio State basketball fan. This is stuff that no one will remember, but you brought up basketball national championship. The game that haunts me more with my ties to Ohio State basketball is a Sweet 16 game in 2011 against Kentucky when Brandon Knight hit the shot to beat Ohio State. It was #1 in the country and just had a dog shit game. And it was one of those NCAA tournament upsets where it's like, well, yeah, you just played like the worst game on the worst night. That was in the Sweet 16. I wasn't even on the team. I was just watching as a fan. That game haunts me more than the literal national championship because I look back on that game against Kentucky and I think, that Ohio State team could have won the national championship. That Ohio State team was better than that Kentucky team. It just wasn't their night. And that fucking sucks to, like, have that reality. To have to live in that reality of, like, I still think that Ohio State was better than Kentucky.
Yeah.
They just lost that game. Whereas the Florida game, I look back on it, I'm like, we could have won. There's a world where, like, you know, we get hot from three. They're not. Foul trouble. Greg played. I don't know. I think we were good enough to beat them, but they were a better team. So it's, like, an easier pill to swallow, you know?
I just don't get this premise of being like, well, I'd rather we just suck and we were clearly nowhere close to being the better team or clearly nowhere close to being the best. Then you're just rooting for mediocrity. And I don't get that.
No, you're not. You're not.
Because either way, you lost.
A loss is a loss.
Correct. But if
Either
we're going
way,
to lose, I'd much rather want to believe that we belong to be there and that, everything that I believe about this team was
hang that
justified.
banner. You know what?
It just wasn't.
Penn State has a lot of banners, I guess, in Happy Valley.
We belong.
That you belong? Like, is that... You have to. That's what this is. That's where this is coming.
No.
You have to argue that because you're a Penn State fan. Because if not,
it's also because I've won stuff before, like the Eagles. I would much rather take the highs of winning a Super Bowl and still be in the mix in other years and have heartbreaking defeats because it.
But
means
we're not
that
talking about the
we're
highs
there.
of winning the Super Bowl. We're talking about we're losing.
I'm just saying.
The only outcome in this situation is you lose. There is no winning. You lose. You're a loser.
You're a losing loser.
You're going to lose. There is no like you're going to win the Super Bowl someday. There is no like England's going to build on this and like, hey man, just use this to motivate you for next time and you're going to get over. There's none of that. We're talking like you're going to lose. You're a fucking loser. Would you rather be like we're just not good and that's okay, or we are the best team and we just can never win? That's terrible, Connor.
If you're focusing specifically on England and the fact that, they haven't won since 1966, that's a different story. But I'm talking about
in
in
the
this
sports
hypothetical
experiences in general, yeah.
I just think
I think you're crazy.
You'd much rather be good. You'd much rather be a fucking good
I think
team.
You're a masochist.
I think
you
crazy.
enjoy self-inflicting pain.
I think you do. I think you.
Okay.
I think you like. I think your friend from LA is gonna wear high heels and stomp on your balls.
No,
That's what I think.
Come on, Mark.
That's what I think.
Okay,
I think that's,
no,
I think
let me
that's
take that
what you're
approach.
into.
Ebo,
I think that's what you're.
Ebo,
into.
never
far.
get married, Ebo. Never have sex again in your life. Become a monk. Because then, I'd much rather, just kind of feel nothing, and I'd much rather have this blah, 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 as opposed to the highs and highs of love and the joy that you get and everything. I mean, I don't understand why you'd want to be in this state of like, well, yeah, hey, whoa, whoa.
I think a trip to like doing some yoga would benefit you, Connor.
No, and that's terrible.
I think you need a worldview of just watching the waves crash.
Yeah, this is ego. This is your ego talking.
This is
sometimes as a man, you have to just take a step back and say, I'm not the best, and that's okay.
I'd much rather have,
and that's okay.
No, but I'd much rather have the
that's
hope.
okay.
I'd much rather have the hope of us we're going to break through, as opposed to like, we
But you
kinda
didn't.
suck
But
and,
you
like,
didn't
we'll never-
break through. That's the point. You're never breaking through.
But you had a moment. Like this England run was awesome, and they got the win in Mexico and everything. It was awesome. And you had moments along the way that were so incredible, and you had this amazing hope that obviously, yes, ultimately came crashing down. But I'd much rather have the hope to begin with as opposed to living in this perpetual state of like, we're not going to win.
But that's exactly – the United States had the exact same roller coaster. It's just that we're talking about the end.
But we're not –
We had the same, like, hope, everything's awesome, and then it all ends. And my argument is
our roller coaster glides like safely into the track. Like, there's not much excitement, but I guess whatever. I don't know.
Our roller coaster is like it has to end sometime.
Yeah,
I guess. Like
yeah.
I guess let's be honest. We all knew it was going to end.
Yeah.
And here it is. It's the end of the roller coaster. So now we'll get off. And you know what? Fair play. Great roller coaster. Thanks for the ride. I don't belong on this roller coaster.
Yeah.
England's just fucking hit a brick wall.
Yeah.
They're on the loop.
Yeah.
They're just getting going.
Roller Coaster Tycoon, when you could like edit the thing, and
dude,
launch all the
that was
people
fun.
off. Yeah, that was fun.
Dude, and it rains and you charge $20 for an umbrella.
Yeah.
You hike. You price hike. You price
cut
gouge.
out you cut out the path.
Dude,
people are puking everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you fire all the janitors.
You fire all the janitors, and then you make a roller coaster where everyone pukes, and then you put a restroom right next to the exit of the roller coaster, and it costs like $500 to use that restroom. So everybody that needs to puke has to go to that restroom.
Classic.
Yeah,
Great game.
capitalism.
And that's what you don't get, Connor.
No, you're talking about a great
you're
game.
talking about.
And I would have preferred for the U.S. to go out in a great game if it meant they choked it away against Belgium or against Belgium.
I think
I would have preferred that as opposed to like, we just from the
that would have been one of the
that game
worst.
kicked off.
If we would have lost to Belgium in the way that England lost to Argentina, it would have been one of the worst moments of my life.
Yeah.
Not even sports, like in my entire life.
I guess I just want to feel something.
You want stomped on. You want your balls stomped.
But because in the
That's
midst
what
of
you
that
want.
90 minutes, you'd have electric moments and you'd be like cheering and celebrating.
No.
And you guys just want to stay on this flat line.
I want to go up to the tent at the bar and be like, "Hey, you want to go home and have sex?" And I want her to go, "No," and then I go, "Okay,
Which
cool."
is- yeah.
And then I walk away. You want her to be like, "Maybe."
Yeah.
Why don't you buy me a couple drinks and see where the night goes?
And then
and then Connor's like,
Here's all my money.
my money. Take
the
all my money.
chase. It's the chase. Whatever.
And then
Connor,
you get
That's
and
why
then you get to the bed and guess what? She's not sleeping. She's not gonna sleep with you. So all that was for who had a better time out at the bar? Do you think, Ebo? And
Me, because then I could move on.
I moved on.
No.
I moved on and I settled for the 6, and here's what it is.
And that's why I said to Ebo, never get married, never have kids, never have sex again, become a monk. if that's your look on how I should.
It's better to have loved than to love and lost and never loved at all. I think that is completely irrelevant to what we were discussing.
No. I think
No,
no.
That's an apt analogy right there by Titus.
What?
What you just said about bringing the girl home from the bar and everything like that.
No, but you don't bring the girl home.
You don't ever
from the
bring her
bar.
home. That's
She's not going to have sex with you, Connor.
You pay for all of her drinks. You pay for all of her friends' drinks. You give her a ride back to your place. Come to find out, she lives around the corner, so she just bummed like a $90 fucking Uber off of you. You give her everything in the world. She walks up to your fucking apartment. She steals your wallet on the way out, and then she never touches your penis. Zero part of your penis gets touched. And guess what? At the end of the night, my penis didn't get touched. Your penis didn't get touched. But 20 minutes into the night, I went and shot my shot. She shot me down. So me and Ebo went and we played darts all night.
But the thing is,
and we were like, listen, I'm not getting laid tonight, but that's okay. I'm gonna have a fun night out with the boys. We're gonna play darts, and I'll go home and I'll do what I typically do on nights like this, and then I'll fall asleep. And that's that.
Someone else may not touch it, but you might.
But I might, and that's my night. And you're saying you would rather have her come up to your apartment, take all of your money, fucking rob you, hold you at gunpoint, tie you to the fucking bed, stomp on your balls, light your apartment on fire, and you have to find a way to get out just so
at least you felt something.
Just so you feel something, dude? Grow up.
Yeah. So
Grow up.
In this scenario, none of our penises are getting touched.
Right.
However, I still would contest that I get a little bit of a tingle in my penis throughout the night as like a whole type of like excitement. That's cool. That feeling, that chase of like I want to.
There's a. I know you don't like soccer and you're not a big soccer guy. There's a quote from one of my favorite Premier League managers. It goes, "It's the hope that kills you."
Yeah. Okay.
It's the hope.
It's the hope that kills you.
And sorry, call me naive.
And it's words to live by. Who I can't.
It was.
TJ, can you look up that quote? It's the hope that kills you.
It was.
Fucking.
It was fucking
Crystal Palace.
It was it's a hope that kills. Perfect encapsulates.
Oh yeah, Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso. Yeah.
Yeah. Ted Lasso said it's the hope that kills.
All right. I've never seen the show.
That's shocking.
Is that up my alley?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
I never had Apple
There's
TV.
no dragons or lightsabers, but it's goofy and we've talked about it. It was different at the time.
Here's another hypothetical I want to throw at you since you're so good at these conversations.
Okay.
Connor. I brought up on Wake Up Barstool today. Does this have to be Lionel Messi's last World Cup?
No.
And then the thought entered my mind, which is better? So if Messi wins the World Cup, this is back-to-back World Cups. It was a rare thing. It's happened before, but it's, obviously this is him winning one was already like an iconic moment. If he goes back-to-back, especially at 39 years old with this Argentina team, who were not the favorites coming in, but they were among the favorites, I guess. But if he goes back-to-back, it's he's already the GOAT. He becomes maybe the GOAT at that point. Just fucking legendary shit. And some people would argue you got to ride out into the sunset. You got to ride this high. You might win the Golden Boot, beat Spain. You got to go. You got to you beat the kid that you baptized. You beat the country where you lived. It's like a storybook ending. You just ride off into the sunset. But from my perspective, I'm like, listen, I know he's 39. I know he's old. We were expecting this World Cup for him to be like okay to pretty good. Like you're expecting him to. You were curious to see how good he could really be, but like he's going to be good, but like he's not going to be Lionel Messi of old. He is literally the best player in this tournament. He is going to probably win the Golden Boot. He is, I think, second in assists in the entire tournament. Argentina is the darling of the tournament. But, they're not exactly the most likable team, and I don't think the whole world is cheering for them. They're getting help from the refs if you want to have that conversation, whatever. But they are the story of the tournament, the way they're winning this game. They're all these games, Connor. So I ask you, which is better? What would you rather see? If Lionel Messi goes on to, in Argentina, they go on to win this World Cup, he wins the Golden Boot. Do you think it's curtains, that's it, he rides off into the sunset, never wear an Argentina jersey again? Or does he come back in 4 years, at 43 years old, and maybe in 4 years he has the World Cup that I kind of thought he would have this year, which is to say he kind of has like the Ronaldo-ish World Cup where it's like he's okay, like he's not. The only reason we think he sucks is because he's not as good as he used to be. But he's still just like an okay soccer player, and maybe he deserves a spot on the field, maybe not. But it's like cool to have him out there at 43 years old.
I'm very against leaving the game when you still have some left in the tank.
Okay.
And I think as long as you are not holding the team back, then yes, you should have.
Which I think people would argue Ronaldo was, but
correct.
So just dismiss that comparison, but just that sort of idea. More LeBron's probably a better example.
LeBron is
Like
still a
modern,
very heavy contributor.
Modern LeBron, where he's like not as good as he used to be. But what if that's the Messi? What if that's how Messi is in 4 years?
Yeah, then that's absolutely.
Should he come back and like
absolutely?
Even if he risks the Argentina gets knocked out in the round of 16 and Messi only scores like 2 goals in the entire World Cup.
Yeah, I think that's better too, because you'd have a defined like this is his last one, because clearly he would not be playing if he's 47 in the World Cup after that.
Yeah.
So going into it, this is kind of like the retirement tour. It's going to be the last time we see Leo Messi at this stage, and you'd have that expectation going in. And yeah, if they did get knocked out, if they didn't even make it out of the group stage, whatever the case is, you'd know, okay, this is a moment. Whereas now, I don't know. I feel like he still has plenty left in the tank, and it'd be weird if he went out right now. And we had this whole tournament where we kind of thought that maybe it'd be his last one, but then he comes out and he's on fire and
dominates.
It's okay. So I'd much rather know coming in it's etched in stone. This is the last one. He still has some left to give, and we can approach every single game of his as such, and we have the expectation going in.
Do you remember last summer? He said, because of my age, it's logical that I won't be there.
He said that about this World Cup.
This World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's
literally the best player in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Ebo,
are you choking yourself with the headset, by the way?
No.
You're scaring me. Okay.
Kind of are.
You guys have headset
It's
issues
just,
over there.
Well, I mean, he could just flip them around.
No, it's cool.
Okay. I'm worried for you.
This episode is brought to you by Body Armor Flash IV. Flash IV is packed with electrolytes delivering faster, longer-lasting hydration without any artificial dyes, flavors, or sweeteners. Whether you're training, traveling, or just feeling the heat, work hard and hydrate hard with Body Armor Flash IV. What flavor are you sipping on over there, Ebo?
I got the Tropical Punch.
How's that taste?
Ponche
Give me
Tropical.
some, what do you taste the notes of? Punch?
Yeah, a mix of fruit.
Uh-huh.
It's very good. I need this after last night. I was sweating bad during the Derby.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Grab Body Armor Flash IV at 7-Eleven near you, which everybody's near a 7-Eleven. Yeah. There's a 7-Eleven next door.
Also, sorry, I don't want to divert the conversation too much. Are we still trying to get one person on the show every day? Or are we taking
let's do that.
from that?
Yeah,
okay.
you.
Because I figured we were getting 40 minutes into the show already. I didn't know if we were.
Oh, it's 40 minutes. Look at us, dude.
Yeah,
Heated discussion.
I'd listen.
All right, spin the horses. Let's see who Connor's getting on the show today.
Talking about penis tingles and everything. Yeah, I could talk about that. All right, here we go.
Who's on the list?
Oh fuck, we don't have the list.
Oh, you want the same people every day?
I thought so.
Oh.
I don't know.
I think that's good. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Does Brandon have the list over here? Or did
I don't know.
he
I
put
had
that
it. I wrote it down. I don't know. The same people. Just the same people.
Chicken fry.
Chicken fry was not on there.
She was not.
Whitney, Sass, Rosillo,
Minahan.
Wallow, Gilly.
Wallow, Kelly Keegs, I believe.
Kelly Smelly was also
Kelly
on there.
Smelly. I forget now. Gruden.
Hogdale.
Obviously Gruden. Obviously
We can't do Gruden again.
That's the point, dude.
I guess.
It might hit Gruden every single day.
Greg.
Barstool Greg was on there?
He was on there. Yeah, we added him.
By the way, we're going to talk about the home run derby from last night and Ebo's involvement. And you brought up Greg. That's what made me think of it.
Mm-hmm.
Greg's introduction was incredible. The way Greg runs is very funny. But to be completely honest with you, Ebo, no one kind of gave a fuck.
Yeah, I had a
no one gave a fuck about you guys swinging bats.
fairly poor performance, and I'm fine with that because
no one even noticed.
no one
or
gave
cared.
a shit.
It was
It was
the
just a podcast.
Deutsch hour, multiple hours. It was Ronald Deutsch and his father, Ronald Deutsch Sr. The two of them were unbelievable, and so I wanted Deutsch to be on the show, but we're gonna save it for the yak. So if you're someone that if you're itching for some Deutsch and you're like, we folded Deutsch into the Mosley universe a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It would stand to reason that we should have Deutsch on the show today. There's a reason that Deutsch is not on this show today, is that we're saving it for the yak a little later, which is going to be a very, very Deutsch-heavy show.
Can't wait.
So there you go.
That was a awesome.
Riggs, Jason
stream last
Williams,
night.
Fran. Kevin Kisner,
Yeah.
Sidney Wells.
I didn't have to send a Lego titty meme out.
Why weren't you on the call last night?
Never asked me, which I was fine with.
Who usually asks you?
Lucas.
Yaz,
Lucas
So
and
Lucas. Lucas just didn't want you.
MB.
Usually it's me, Nick, KB, PFT. PFT was still there. Eddie, and I guess they were going a different direction this year. They didn't ask us, but it worked out great because you got the
You got
Deutsch
Deutsches,
podcast,
yeah.
and I didn't have to send out Lego
Although
titties.
maybe it didn't work out great for you.
Wally Pipp. Listen, they
Job security's not great.
they could do the home run derby.
All right, here we go. Winner of this race, you have what?
50 minutes.
Yeah, 50. Yeah, 50.
Roughly.
We'll call it 50 minutes to get on the show.
We're back to the old school, right? Kevin Kisner with an early lead.
Let's let Deutsch commentate it.
Yeah, where's... He's here, right? He's here in the office, yeah? We'll find him later. 10 seconds left. Kisner with the early lead. Greer coming up right behind. But here
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
Kelly Keegs with a lead. But Smelly!
Smelly!
Up from the
Oh.
rear. All right.
Get Smelly on the line.
Get Smelly in here.
All right.
I'll work on it.
Work on getting smelly. I guess Ebo, we'll talk. Did you watch the ESPYs last night?
No, I was doing the home run derby.
I have thoughts.
All right. Do you want to get smelly on? You want to? I guess you are sitting in the big chair. I guess you have to decide right now.
I'm working. I can do both. Here.
You have thoughts?
Yeah. Well,
I'm going to take a wild guess that your thoughts are about the first 5 minutes.
No, but I actually...
Those are the thoughts that you would like to share.
No, I had a thought that was related to a topic we were talking about the other day on the show on Tuesday that I wanted to give a little bit of more runway to, I guess. But
Okay.
I know you have a take on the first 5 minutes of the show.
Yeah, I mean the ESPYs aren't. It's not essential programming. It's not like you're not a true sports fan unless you watch the ESPYs. But smartly, and it's by design. The ESPYs always take place when there's nothing else on.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no competition. And if you're a sports fan, it's like I guess I'll just throw this on and see what it's about. What the fuck was the start of the ESPYs?
It was interesting.
What was that?
It was a greatest showman type of...
I'm a Bananas defender. I'm not a Bananas fan. I'm a Bananas, I believe that the Bananas should exist. They have a right to exist. I will defend... I disagree with them, but I will defend their right to exist. Yeah. But I couldn't defend that, Ebo. You saw it?
I haven't seen it. I'm gonna watch it for the first
The
time.
ESPYs open, and again, I'm not arguing that the ESPYs are like a sacred thing that this is destroying the sanctity of a made up sports award show. But this was insane.
Well, I guess the thing that throws me off is that it was clearly he's not singing.
Right.
Why even hold up the microphone?
Mm-hmm.
And this type of lip syncing works in the format of TikTok clips that they put out on their socials. and
Yes.
everything. It does not necessarily translate to a grand stage in front of a live audience with people watching. I don't know. It's just weird.
It's a weird mixture. This is not the audience for that at all. Yeah. So that was that. I didn't like. Again, I have to be careful with the Bananas because I'm not a Bananas hater. I mean, I didn't hate that it happened. I was just like, why is this happening? We don't need this. We could have just opened with the monologue.
I am also.
You could have just been like, who's the host, by the way? I thought he was kind of funny.
Marcelo
Marcelo
Hernandez.
Yeah.
Domingo.
Is he,
Saturday Night Live.
He was the
Saturday
one
Night
that yeah.
Live? SNL?
When Brie came on the show, she thought the guy's name was Domingo.
Yes.
Okay.
Him because it's a character he plays on SNL.
I thought he was fine. I thought
Getting
he
a
was,
major celebrity push, I would say.
okay.
He's been
Alright.
getting a big push over
A
the
lot
last
of
year or
Marcelo.
Yes.
Yeah, he was like a replacement level host. I thought wasn't.
It was fine.
I'm not
Nothing
dying to
make
have
it
him
up.
back. I also was not like, who the fuck is this guy?
He was a little
Um,
nervous in the monologue, you could tell, but
could have very easily just been like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ESPYs. Your host, Marcelo Dominguez. That's his name.
Hernandez.
Marcelo Hernandez, and then he comes out. But they were like, no. Let's push the monologue back.
Mhm.
Let's let these boys roll up their sleeves. Let's let these boys in baseball uniforms do a Disney Channel dance,
But it does.
song and dance.
It brings up an interesting question.
Go ahead.
'Cause I am a Bananas guy as well. I am been on this show saying I'm a Savannah Bananas fan. I've worn a banana on that couch. Are they getting to a point where they are losing sight of what they started off as. Because I think the main reason why they were on the show yesterday was because this was a ABC ESPN product. They now have a deal with ABC and ESPN. You have some of their guys going on Dancing with the Stars because that's an ABC product, and they're being piped into all these different types of programming and everything. Is this an evolution of the Savannah Bananas? Like, is this in line with what they came into this world to do, or is it a complete stray away from the common man type of thing, you know?
I think they're taking their eye off the ball, Connor. I think they used what they built to get their foot in the door, and now their foot's in the door. They're just like all those other guys. It turns out they want to be just like everyone else.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm worried about.
As long as they're still are the tickets still like $20? Weren't they selling tickets for like super cheap? And they always were like, we're going to make it super affordable for the fans. We're going to make it super. I guess it doesn't really matter if they're doing the side stuff as long as the pure product of their baseball games.
As long as the poor people.
Pure.
Doesn't matter as long as they continue to.
I'm in the middle of texting Smelly. I got my words a little bit crossed, but
they are taking their eyes off the ball. They're not in first place in Banana Ball, so.
Well, yeah, too.
That's pretty crazy.
Texas Tailgaters.
I will say, I saw that the Clowns, their mascot pitches.
Yes.
Is that so?
And he throws gas.
Really? Indianapolis Clowns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wears like one of those big like hula hoop type.
Can I get eyes on the mascot? What does the mascot look like?
I will say every time it comes on at the bar, they have a good late night presence. The Bananas.
Yeah.
They always have a West Coast game going or something.
I would describe
Those guys throw gas.
Yeah.
Those guys can pitch.
I would describe my Bananas fandom, if that's what you want to call it, which you should not call it that. I would describe my relationship with the Bananas as, oh my God, so this is an actual mascot. Yep. I was picturing like a way less costume, I guess.
Scuba.
He pitches and he throws heat.
I think it's just I'm firmly in the curiosity camp. I'm banana curious.
Yeah,
that's what I am. I'm just like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
And I just can't look away. And I don't necessarily enjoy it, but it's just like, yeah, it's kind of like Connor Griffin in a lot of ways.
I suppose.
I wonder what their plan is. Like what man in the yellow hat, what his like full vertical.
Yeah.
Are they thinking TV shows, like video game? Like, is this a whole?
I don't know. And
he should turn.
Other sports.
He is very very much in my algorithm, and I see him every podcast appearance he's ever made. I see the clip that he's posted.
Yeah.
But he basically only talks about the past. He basically only talks about like when we started.
Right.
We couldn't get anybody to come to these games, and So yeah, he hasn't shared the future really.
There's gonna be a documentary about that guy one day. Good or bad? Probably bad.
Well, dude, he came on the stage last night too. He was a part of the final number.
He's always a part of it,
and he was like the Hugh Jackman of it all. Yeah. So it was the Greatest Showman. It was the P.T. Barnum circus coming to the ESPYs.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
what if he goes Vince McMahon?
He turns heel.
He writes himself into.
Come on out.
Yeah. He makes himself MVP. I was gonna say like there was a lot of people last night being like, I can't believe this is on the ESPYs. Do people love the ESPYs like that?
I used to love the ESPYs, but I used to also be a child. So
right. Like the sanctity of the ESPYs. I was like, well, who cares really? Who actually cares about that?
But yeah, I can't remember the last time I like.
Like, what's your favorite ESPYs moment?
Well, I will say.
I mean, there's been good moments like was it the Arthur Ashe Courage Award where they like honor the like
Jimmy V Award.
Yeah, the Jimmy V Award.
Yeah. The Jimmy V Award every year. And in fact, last night I was sobbing, dude. Jim Abbott won it, and he was giving his speech and telling his story, and like he was a guy that I completely had forgotten existed, to be honest with you.
Jim Abbott is
like I
truly.
I obviously remembered when he played, and he was when I was younger and I learned of a guy with one arm that was a pitcher, I thought it was like funny probably in some way, and I was like, what the fuck? Like this is a weird thing that's going on. And then you get older and you're like, that's actually insanely impressive that he can do that. And then he has the no-hitter. What year was the no-hitter? They mentioned it last night. It was 93?
1993. September 1993.
Yeah, he has the no-hitter, and like he becomes like he goes from like a little bit of a, I don't know, maybe I'm the wrong guy to talk because I was too young, but to me, like he went from like, oh, this is kind of like an odd little thing that exists to like he's actually a very good pitcher, and he's an incredible pitcher. But But then once he was done playing baseball, I didn't really give much thought to him or what he's up to with his life. And they gave him the award last night, and I thought his speech was incredible. And he's talking about, you know, the challenges he had growing up and inspiring the next generation and all that. And I do watch it for that. I'm an emotional guy. You know this, Connor.
Yeah.
I like sappy Huh?
I've seen you cry.
Sorry, what?
I saw you cry. I know you have feelings. I know you're emotional.
Where'd you see me cry?
At your wedding. I saw you cry at your wedding.
Did I cry at my wedding?
Yes.
I probably did cry at my wedding. I cry a lot. Yeah, I thought that was cool, and I do like watching that every year. You know, I think it is cool to give out the Jimmy V Award, and yeah, him telling a story and then having all the athletes like with one arm or one hand, you know, at all. The one the soccer, find her name, the soccer gal that has the one arm right now. She's on the U.S. women's national team. She they were like showing a montage, and she runs over to a kid and like fist bumps Carson Pickett. Yeah, that's the picture right there. Yeah, they showed that pair. I mean, how can you not?
That gets you.
Get you. Yeah, I don't know. How can that not get you?
I think the ESPYs.
A guy like Ebo doesn't like to feel anything. He probably doesn't get him, Connor. But
no,
guys
exactly.
like us that feel, you know.
Which goes back to what I was saying before about losing close versus you know.
Connor's like, go become a paraplegic if you don't want to feel anything. Yeah.
People, so like, hand up. If I'm listening to an album,
it's a fucked up thing to say.
I mean, no,
what
stop,
the fuck?
Stop.
Jesus, fuck.
I
thought, Connor.
She has a hand.
I thought it was a great moment. I thought Jim Abbott. Not everything has to be a joke. All right, that was the point, and that's what I appreciate about Jim Abbott's speech. It was just a very sincere moment. He's very motivational for a lot of young people that look different than their peers and have to go through life and navigate that, and like never mind the physical challenges of having one hand, one arm. It's also the psychological challenges and the emotional challenges and all of these things. And he's speaking on it. And this is a man that has accomplished more than most will ever dream of accomplishing. And he's now on a stage, and he's got the opportunity, and he's telling his story. And I thought the moment was beautiful, and I'm crying. And the father in me is like, oh my God, like I'm putting myself in the shoes of other parents, and like, what if my kid was this? This is all great, and I just wanted to make that point. And then you have your jokes. It's an opportunity to get ha-has.
I wasn't making a joke. Although I will say the jokes, when it comes to the ESPYs, I think the formula for the ESPYs, for the most part, was always comedian host. And then it got to a point where they went away from comedians. And they had like Drake and like John Cena and Peyton Manning and Serena Williams and all these different people. Now they're finally getting back to comedians, and I think it's working better. But still, it's like, it's not the same as what it once was.
Speaking of the comedians, last night Will Ferrell went on stage. He had a little segment.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Now, I watched it with a critical eye because we just had the conversation about Will Ferrell. Has he changed? Has he lost the fastball? Have we changed? Has society changed? Like, what has led to this point where Will Ferrell content isn't hitting like it used to? And I will say, watching it through that lens, I felt like what he did last night was not too dissimilar to what he used to do.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Like that felt like a vintage Will Ferrell skit. And now, having said that, it didn't hit.
You don't think it hit?
I mean, I thought it was fine. The ESPYs to me are fine. I'm just like that was okay. That was a good it's a perfect thing for a night where there's no sports. It's just like I had nothing else to watch. I'll throw it on. I don't regret watching it. I also am not like I'm. And outside of the Jim Abbott speech and the Savannah Bananas dance, for two very different reasons, I won't remember a single thing about this in 3 days. You know. But yeah, I thought the Will Ferrell thing was fine, but I did watch it and I was like, I got to be honest, like I feel like that this was 2006. This is kind of exactly what Will Ferrell would have done.
And I thought it was well written.
So it is interesting because I do think we talk about it like Will Ferrell is just like not funny, and that could be true, but I don't necessarily think he's like.
No, I laughed. I thought it was fine.
He's doing the same. You know, he was like making graham crackers, and everyone was like, graham crackers are like the fucking best treat I've ever had in my life. And then he just kept doing that for 400 years, and it's like, buddy, we've moved on to chocolate.
Listen,
like, we don't want graham crackers in it. And he's like, I haven't changed my recipe.
Graham crackers dipped in yogurt, so good.
But it's the yogurt that's good.
No, but I also like the graham cracker.
I love graham crackers.
I think graham crackers and yogurt. I used to have that as dessert all the time.
Whoever decided to make them graham crackers into bears was onto something.
Yeah.
Teddy Grahams, yeah.
Those are so much
Those are
better.
good. Those are better than
Those are so much
than
better.
the rectangles you have to break.
I have a guest on.
Oh.
Whoa.
Who could this be?
Is it?
Connor,
Yeah.
say hi to Pittsburgh Pirates center fielder Jake Mangum.
Whoa! Wait,
Wait, hang on a second.
Jake, what's
Wait.
up? What's up?
What happened? Did you accidentally text Jake Mangum?
Maybe. I guess my number that I got sent to me was Jake Mangum's number and not Smelly. I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know what happened. Hey, Jake, how's it going?
Wait, what's up, Jake?
What's going on, boys? It's been a while. How y'all doing?
It has been a while.
The last time you were on the show, you told us about your bobblehead.
Oh,
I got it.
And we were able to find the last two on sale on
look
eBay.
at this, Jake.
Brooklyn Cyclones circa 2019.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, there's a little cowbell, baseball bat, and they did I guess it was for the hits in college. That's what they were referring to.
The Hit King. Last time you were here, I think it was very early in the season, right?
Yeah,
And
it
we
was.
were-
Dude, it was like the second or third week of the season. It was like early. We came to Wrigley, but we go back to Wrigley in August, I think. Yeah. No.
Wait,
What, you have the schedule?
hold
up
on. You have your schedule just on your wall like a 7-year-old Pirates fan might?
I'm
Oh,
not-
you
He's got the magnet.
got the fridge bag.
Hell yeah.
Man.
That's such a baller way
That's
to know your
incredible.
Sponsored by some like real estate company.
My work schedule. That's
Let
amazing.
me check my
Well,
calendar.
I'll tell y'all what. We've got 65 games left in about 73 days. So it's we are past halfway. I'm not a huge fan of the All-Star break not being halfway. Like we're like 20 games past halfway, but we're on break. So it's a little different than it used to be. But today's our last day of the break. In about 1 hour, I'm going to head to the airport, and we're going to bus from the airport. It sounds weird, but we're going to fly back, so our cars need to be there. So we're going to head to Cleveland and get the second half rolling.
You guys are mashing, dude.
Yeah. Fun squad.
Dude, it's been cool. I think we're tied right now for first in runs scored in the major leagues at the break. Pretty cool. It just seems like every night someone different's doing it. Like our last homestand, like O'Hearn had like a 10 RBI game, 3 homers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you turn around the next night, and then like as Merlin Valdez had like 7 RBIs that night. The next day it was like 6 through 9 in the lineup, knocked in every run. It is just like every night you don't know how we're going to do it, but it's been a lot of fun to play with these guys, and it's been fun.
Mm-hmm. Can you possibly give us a little bit of an update on our guy Connor Griffin? How's he hanging?
Oh,
in?
yeah.
He's getting a little stir crazy.
Yeah.
But
I'm worried about him.
Anyone does in that. Of course you are, Connor. As one Connor Griffin worries about another, it makes sense. He's doing great, man. He's working hard. He'll be back, as soon as they allow him to be back. I know he's going to try to push the envelope, but he wants to be out there with us. But he's special talent, man. Excited to see what his career on.
What is the number one thing a veteran has to teach a rookie off the field when it comes to being in Major League Baseball?
Never been asked that. Off the field.
What's the number one thing you feel like if the Pirates came to you and they're like, Jake, we need you to look after Connor, kind of help him out off the field, like kind of give him some guidance off the field, and you walk up to Connor, like, what's the first thing you might say? What's
when you're a rookie, the big thing is like what to wear. I remember always being like, all right, we got a bus ride. What do I wear? We got practice today. Like, am I allowed to wear shorts or pants? Am I allowed to, like, you're like, do I wear a collared shirt or can we go casual today? It just seems like when you're first up there, you're always asking, like, what do I wear to things? Because there is like a code. You dress nice on the road. When you're at home, you dress a little bit on the casual side. So I'd say that. As far as anything else goes, just trying to teach the new guys like I was last year. Yeah. Not much older than Connor as a rookie, but it's one of those things. It's like you're always worried about what to wear, and just reminding them that it's a long season. Yeah. So like most people that, play sports for a career are pretty, dedicated on getting things done the right way and doing well at their job. But you also have to understand that this game will eat you alive if you're too high, too low every night. 162 games is
it's crazy.
I'm it's nothing like the minor leagues doesn't teach you for it. The minor leagues was 150 games, but you had every Monday off, one city for 6 days, one series for 6 days, Mondays off. In the big leagues, it's just 3 days, you're picking up your suitcase, putting it down. 3 days, pick up, put down, pick up, put down. You're always moving. Your body hurts a lot more than it does in the minor leagues because of the adrenaline of these games. You might have a Tuesday night game in some random city, and, it's a 13-inning bout. You have 5 hard 90s to first. You score from first. Your legs just take a toll. And then that next day, people don't realize that you're going to feel it that next day, but you got to be ready to go again on Wednesday. It's a little bit different than the minor league. So just understanding how the body works and what to wear. I'd say those two things, the biggest thing as a rookie.
What's the perfect amount of games you think for a player?
162 is everyone we will never. I doubt we ever change it as the MLBPA. It's going to stay 162 just for a plethora of reasons. But it is funny that most guys are man, that 162, understanding how long it is, it is too many games. And I've had coaches say that, players say that. I'd say the majority of people, over 50%, would say it's too many games.
But the problem, Jake, and this is the problem.
But we won't ever change it.
I don't have to play in the games. So,
of course.
As a guy that doesn't have to play in the games, knowing that there's baseball on, knowing that my team is going to be playing just about every single day is awesome.
Every night. Yeah, my
awesome.
grandfather back home doesn't get around as well as he used to. He's, battling some Parkinson's stuff. For him, it's it's always really nice for me to know that I'm giving him some entertainment every single night. And that's the best part about baseball. It's just consistently you got something to watch, man. 9 months out of the year. You got something to follow, something to keep up with, and that's the coolest part about baseball.
We appreciate you calling in, Jake. This is great. It's good to have some Mississippi State representation on the show today.
Yeah, it sounds like the few of the Mississippi State guys were slacking today.
Well, are you going to be tuning in?
Took a day.
I guess so. Are you going to be tuning into the Brandon Walker College Football Show? I guess is the most important question of this entire interview.
I don't know, because I remember 5 years ago he said we were going to do a show together. And
I
was going to ask.
Oh, Jake, we should compare notes about
it sounds like Brandon has more time now.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, you and I should talk off air about how Brandon treats his co-hosts.
Yeah.
I feel like we might have some similar thoughts.
Interesting. It's funny how that works, right?
We need some advice on how to deal with being abandoned.
Yeah. Being in a relationship with Brandon Walker.
And then getting dumped.
Yeah, exactly.
That's up soon.
You take the highs as what they are. You don't get too high. Same thing back to baseball.
Yeah,
I think
baseball,
with Brandon, with co-hosting with Brandon, you don't get too high, too low, because your heart will get ripped out.
It is a 162-game schedule with Brandon Walker.
Yeah,
that is for sure.
Right. That's right.
All right, thanks, Jake. Next time you're here, what'd you say, August?
Let me check the magnet.
Check the magnet.
September. We're
September.
In Chicago.
All right.
We're in Chicago for 7 days. We have that 3-game series White Sox, 3-game series Cubs. So I'll be there for a full week in September.
Obviously open door for you. You know that.
All right. We're about to get on the bus, head to Cleveland. I hope you all are doing well. Miss you guys. We'll see you soon.
Say, man, best of luck.
Too.
See you, dude.
See you, Jake.
Connor, read this one. Read this to the
Gotcha. That was
Jake Mangum. That was awesome. What before you do though? What happened there? I love that was Jay. I just wasn't expecting Jake Mangum to be.
That was not me.
Oh, sweet. All right.
Did he just call? Seriously, teacher, did he just call in? Was he like, yeah, I just want to join the show? How did that work?
Peeling back the curtain, yesterday when we did this, Cody was like, give me the link. I'm going to get somebody on.
Okay, Cody.
And then was like, today was like, he's coming on today. Give me the link. But
I mean,
never told me who it was.
Keith Yandel, Jake Mangum are two guys that there are probably more, but those are the two that I can say definitively. Anytime they want to call in, we will take their call no matter what. It could be NFL Monday or a Monday after a great NFL slate or something, and we'll stop the show in our tracks and talk to those two guys.
Yeah, I mean, I love Jake.
So
I wanted to ask him if he had seen the Star Wars vending machine in Pittsburgh.
Shit! I wish we had time.
But we'll get him on another time.
Fuck.
For now, though, we got to talk about this summer how there is one celebrity hall pass that sparks an epic Hollywood adventure from director David Wayne comes GAIL Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass starring Zoe Deutsch, John Slattery, and John Hamm. After her fiancé cashes in his Celebrity Hall Pass, GAIL Daughtry leaves her small town in Kansas behind and heads to L.A. determined to even the score with her own Celebrity Pass, John Hamm. What starts as a simple mission quickly spirals into total chaos, teaming up with her best friend Otto, a talent agency assistant, a paparazzo, and even John Slattery himself. GAIL dives headfirst into the absurd world of celebrity Hollywood culture. Along the way, they cross paths with movie stars, dodge bodyguards, outrun Italian assassins, and chase every lead that might bring them one step closer to the elusive Hamm. Packed with outrageous characters, unexpected twists, and nonstop laughs, GAIL Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass is the comedy adventure of the summer. GAIL Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass now playing only in theaters from Sony Pictures Classics. I actually saw one of those stands for it in the movie theater.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call it. It was not a poster.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
One of the
what is
cool
the name
car
for that?
Step and
stands.
repeat type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It
It's
looks
not a true step and repeat, but it's meant for.
looks sweet.
Is it true that if you go see that movie, you can get a popcorn of John Hamm's head? Popcorn bucket?
Is it? I don't
I
know.
saw that somewhere. It's just John Hamm's head, and it's like the top of his head pops off, and it's full of popcorn.
I would love that.
I'm
John Hamm, also an ESPYs host.
I was joking, Connor. You don't have to look that up.
I was looking. I was looking it
I don't
up.
have to look up
Listen,
their
TJ and I,
popcorn buckets of John Hamm's head.
TJ and I have spoken about this. The popcorn bucket game has been revolutionized to a point where it's just not practical at all.
Yeah.
You can't get any popcorn in there.
Brandon and Tommy went and saw He-Man, and I think that was on the Yak we were talking about that. They showed the picture, and Tommy's holding the sword, and then I asked Brandon where he got the sword, and he's like, that's popcorn. And I thought, what?
Yeah.
That's popcorn? That's crazy. Where's the popcorn go?
Doesn't fit at all.
A drink. It was a cup.
Oh, that was a drink.
Yeah.
Got it.
So
I went to the movies on Sunday.
Oh, is
I
that
saw
so?
Zoe Deutsch and Minions and Monsters.
oh,
Jake Malasek went to the movies.
Yeah. Okay. The Minions.
Jake's the best.
The Minions. I love the Minions. It's very funny. I think he's out of his mind that that's the best Minions.
The Minions did it again. Most I've ever laughed in a movie theater. They're just so goddamn funny. 9.8 out of 10.
He hates everything.
He hates everything but
except
the Minions.
the Minions.
I thought it was great. I didn't think it was a 9.8 out of 10.
He hates the World Cup but loves the Minions.
He fucking hates everything but the Minions.
that's so funny. Also, the fact that his Twitter was hacked, and then all of a sudden you see a picture of a Minion tweeted out from his account, and you think, oh, Malisek's back because he loves the Minions. No, it was just the hacker who hacked him who tweeted out a fucking picture of the Minions. Oh, it was good.
I'm open to the Minions.
Yeah.
I've never watched a second of any Minions movie, but I think
I think once you're
I'm open to the idea of starting.
also
the
once your
Minions
daughter
universe.
gets to a certain age, like you'll
Yeah.
be showing her like animated movies and stuff, and
Yeah.
that's a good one. To
Well,
put
what
on.
age? What age is who is
Minions
the
hit?
governing authority of the age? What do you call them? The ratings people.
Oh, yeah, like
Oh, the Motion Pictures Association of America?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. What age they say Minions is acceptable for? What's the prime age for Minions?
Is it G?
It's just rated G. So what does that mean? I guess
You can just-
anybody can watch.
Anybody, yeah.
General audience.
they're
you're-
PG, so with parental guidance.
Oh.
So what is? Give me a
on
number.
you.
Give me a number. I need a number.
PG is your decision.
No, that's not what I need. I need a number. Someone's got to have a number. What age? It feels like 8.
Children 6 and older.
6 and older. Okay.
Listen, your daughter, she's old enough. She could just go to the theater and check it out herself. I
They
think.
did say bastard in the movie.
They said bat. Yeah.
The most
I
recent
don't-
one, which
I
was-
can't. I can't. When she turns to me, she's like, "Daddy, what's that?"
What?
I don't know.
Was it in
Oh.
Minionese or was it actually
Bastard.
spoken in English?
In English.
Damn. That's tough.
When did you
Sorry.
see your first R-rated movie?
Mm.
I think I was like
Oh.
21.
In theaters?
Yeah.
Jackass 3D.
I was
That's a good one.
I think I was like 15 and all my friends were already 16, and so they had to like smuggle me into the movie.
Yeah.
I think it was Bad Grandpa.
I tried to do
Bad
that
Grandpa.
for Project X. Got turned down. Had to go see John Connor instead. Or what was that? John Carter?
Yeah, John Carter.
Movie
Oh
fucking
yeah,
sucked.
with the guy from Friday Night Lights.
Horrible movie.
Right? He was the star of that.
I don't know. I blocked out of my memory. Wanted to see Project. I could hear Project X from the other theater.
Yeah.
It was pissing me off. Crush your
Off
little
with your
bit.
head.
Yeah.
My first one, me and my buddies in 7th grade we all coordinated. We were going to take my one buddy Kyle's bus home.
Oh, Kyle.
Yeah.
How's he doing, by the way?
He's doing well.
Yeah.
And then we were going to go to somebody's basement, and we were going to rent on demand Wolf of Wall Street without our parents knowing. And we had ordered pizzas to the house, and we had the pizzas, and we had sodas and everything, and we were just going to sit there and watch Wolf of Wall Street. We made it 2 hours and 30 minutes into the movie, and we're like, this is fucking like the best thing that we've ever done.
Yeah.
They say fuck all the time. They're doing blow off of Margot Robbie's titties and everything. And then I think the movie's like 2:40, and in the last like 10 minutes of the movie, Kyle's mom came downstairs.
No way.
And called all our parents.
No, what a bitch.
And forced us all to go home.
Oh.
Then I got a talking to from my mom that I was watching Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh,
I
my
shouldn't have been
God.
watching it, and it was demoralizing.
That's a
oh man,
canon event.
but what a movie, what a film. Yeah, that's the one, John Carter.
That movie,
This movie sucks balls.
horrific.
That's one of the biggest box office bombs of all time, right? Wasn't like the budget
Yeah,
absurdly high?
it
Yeah,
flopped.
$263 million.
Conceptually, it feels fun.
Oh no, it wasn't a bomb.
It lost money, but
But
yeah, it wasn't. Yeah. Huh.
People thought it was going to be way better.
Yeah,
than it
I didn't
was.
realize it made that much money.
Yeah,
How about that? Ebo, can we talk about last night, the home run derby?
let's.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I lost.
Yeah.
But I got out in the bunt round, which is actually me and Max decided if we wanted to get eliminated any round, it was in the bunt round
Makes sense.
Yeah.
because it's actually lame as fuck to be good at bunting.
But you weren't hitting dingers like you.
I didn't have a great round, but I don't think anyone even noticed
Yeah.
because
What was going? I mean, I noticed, but what was going on? I think.
well, I think what happened is the birth of the next big Barstool podcast is the father-son duo of Deutsch and Deutsch,
Yeah.
Deutsch.
Buddy and Ronnie.
Yeah.
I think it was going so well that I got a call from someone that works here that says Tate did some bullshit. He cut off the best part of the show. Please get back in there and get them to do the show again.
Yeah, I had to call you. I was
Yeah.
calling. You were fourth on the list. I called Tate, immediately didn't answer. I called PFT, who I probably should have started with because PFT was sitting right next to the Deutsches. But I kind of could tell that PFT didn't have his phone on him. That's why I didn't call him first. But then I was like, I should probably call PFT. And I called Lucas. None of them answered. And then I called you, and thankfully you answered. But I turned. So I was watching the ESPYs, and once the ESPYs, I was like, all right, that's the Jim. I watched the Jim Abbott speech, and the kind of got to the point. Oh, it was Pat McAfee. When we return, Pat McAfee is here to present the Pat Tillman Award for. And I was like, probably good. I'm probably good. I've probably seen enough ESPYs. So I flipped over to the home run derby stream. And within 5 minutes, I hear Deutsch's dad, who I don't even know if at any point he knew that he was on air. I think he was just like, I think he was just talking. I think he's just going. He says, we had a friend who had to be rerouted like a bird to where he pissed and shit out of the same hole. And that's all he said, because then it was, I guess he might have started saying some more. And as he was getting ready to keep going with that story, it cuts to Tate on the field going, all right, so for this next round, we're going to play this, and he's laying out the rules, and the entire chat, including myself, home on the couch, is screaming, shut the fuck up, Tate. Get back to the rerouted digestive system of Deutsch's dad's friend. And I believe, I assume I should say off air, that Deutsch's dad just kept telling the story.
Right.
And because, again, I don't think he knew if he was on air or not. I think he just told this story. So in his mind, he was like, I told that story. I don't need to revisit it. Tate gets done saying the rules. They go back to the Deutsches, and the story had been told, and he moved on. And so, everybody was just like, we got to hear the rerouted story. I want to hear about being rerouted like a bird. And he told the story. And the shiz man is who he called him. He called him the shiz man.
So good.
He shit and pissed out the same hole. Could do it across the room with alarming accuracy. He was a great guy. He was the best man at his wedding.
It is crazy. We look at Deutsch and we're like, how the fuck did Deutsch come about? Who is this guy? And then you realize, oh, it's just because he has a dad who's an older Deutsch. They're exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's the same dude. Anyway.
Multiple
Connor, I have
Deutsches.
another guest on.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
There she is!
Oh!
Kelly, what's
Hey
up?
guys,
Hey, Kelly.
how we doing? I feel so special that my name was picked on the wheel.
Yeah.
Made my day.
How's the smoke in the city?
Yeah, it's a little heavy. It's a little hot, but not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks
Still
fine.
bright.
Yeah.
Still bright.
The Big Apple.
The Big Apple.
We were talking, Kelly, about the After Dark stream and everything last night, the Home Run Derby. You're seemingly one of the best athletes we have at this company based off of the Barstool Cup performance. Are you looking to do anything more athletically inclined at the company? Are you going to be around for any more of these events in the future, you think?
Yeah, I hope to be. I'd love to be. I've been stretching a lot more because honestly, after soccer, kind of like wasn't bouncing back like I used to. And I was like, whoa, am I like aging? What's happening here? So yeah, I would love to be involved. Not really a baseball hitter because I come a little over the shoulder. I don't really have the natural flow, but
okay. Were you and Evo
I'm
teammates?
a golf player.
We were great teammates, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're into stretching too?
Mm-hmm.
I got to get
Yeah,
into
let's
stretching.
go.
Yeah.
Stretching's huge.
Titus is into stretching.
I'm into stretching as well. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just downloaded Roan's app yesterday. I'm getting into that. So
Roan's
Roan's got an
yeah.
app.
Roan's got a stretching app.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
How
But
about
guys
that?
on top of things.
Yeah.
How about that? All right. Well, thank you, Kelly.
Any
Anything else?
Yeah.
Any comment on the state of the New York office that you would like to say publicly?
The New York office, I think, is in it up. The vibes. Everyone was watching the soccer game yesterday. It was exciting. We had a little beef, Argentina versus England going on. So I don't know. I'm excited to walk in today.
Okay.
I like
perfect.
the office. I like seeing Ebony.
Ebony's the best. Shout out Ebony.
Yeah, shout out Ebony.
Any comment on the Brandon Walker College football show?
Oh, best show to exist.
Hasn't even
It
happened.
doesn't even exist yet. But yeah.
Oh, good. Well, show to exist. Going to be.
All right. Thank you,
No
Kelly.
comment.
Thank you,
Bye.
Kelly. Appreciate it, Kelly.
Connor 2 for
Have a
2
good one.
on the.
If I go undefeated in this,
Yeah.
and I get everybody on the show,
Well, you're not going to go undefeated.
There's got to be.
There's one horse that is going to give you fits, and we all know which horse that is.
There's got to be something at the end of this rainbow for me, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Ebo, how was Jack DeLongcha, my guy, last night?
He was great.
Yeah, what's the story? He was going to be on the show today.
Yeah,
I didn't ask. You told me this was happening. I didn't ask anymore because I was like, well, we'll save it for the show, and then now he's not here. What the guy that you were hitting home runs with knows Connor somehow?
Yes, he went to high school with Connor.
Okay,
He was older than Connor.
He was a
He was
senior.
one
I
of
was
the
a
cool
freshman.
kids that Connor admired.
you remember him?
Yeah,
Okay,
He was like a man in your eyes when you were just a wee boy.
he remembers me. Like we hang out.
Yeah.
you hang out.
We go to
You hang out with you as a freshman hung out with the senior in high
not
school,
at that time.
but you hang out now.
We go to Red's Ice House and we get a bucket of beer.
Not just the two of you.
His brother
Ain't
also
no way.
His brother also tagged along. His
And
brother
his brother is younger and is your age.
His brother is a year younger than
Yeah,
me.
and
I
so
think.
you're friends with his brother. You're not friends with the cool senior.
I haven't talked to his brother in a very, very long time. I did play basketball with his brother. Jack was too old to the point where we never really played on the same team together. But yeah, Jack and I were in the same basketball program. He was
You're
he
telling
was a
me
state
that
champion
now
in basketball.
today in modern day Chicago, Illinois, that you go to grab drinks with the cool senior when you were a freshman in high school, the guy who was the cool guy who was the senior, you go and get drinks with him regularly.
And this is the thing that I was really hoping we could get Jack on the show for. Which maybe he's still going to be in town tomorrow. I hope that we could get him in here. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's just he said he was busy. He has a day job. He works on top of
he's
doing
got
content
oblos,
creator
yeah.
stuff.
So
he had to do work, but he's around this week.
And he's getting into the media scene. He was covering the College World Series for ESPN.
Yes.
Like, it's very, very.
He's a large presence in college baseball. We were actually talking about if there's a lockout next year, could be big opportunity for him next year.
Yes. So.
For college.
Oh,
baseball.
yeah.
Yeah. So we talked about the media stuff. But the thing is, in high school, even though he was a senior and I was a freshman, I want him to say, hopefully, what I think he'll say about my reputation or whatnot.
What do you think he'll say about your
I think he'll, because obviously I looked up to him like, yeah, he was the man. He was state champion in basketball. I think he was also state champion in baseball, if I'm not mistaken. But he was one of the star players on the baseball team too. I looked up to him, but I think that I had a little bit of a presence at that school. And Ebo's repping the school right now. He's repping Wando.
Yeah, I'm wearing Connor's high school basketball jersey.
This is not mine specifically.
Yeah, he was never on this team, but
Wantho basketball?
yeah.
The Warriors.
What are you wearing, by the way?
This is a Hersey Hawkins Sixers jersey that Stephen Che gave to me yesterday. He had this.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, I don't want to wear this anymore, so I figured I would give it to you as a Sixers fan.
I don't want to wear this anymore. Why did he have it?
I don't know.
He's a Knicks fan.
Exactly. That's why.
Is that a rivalry?
A little bit. So he just gave it to me. He was like the Andy with Woody. I don't want to play with you anymore. And he just gave me the jersey.
I got a targeted ad for this USA baseball jersey.
Baseball.
That I bought because I thought we were going to win the World Cup.
Is that a baseball jersey?
Yeah. It's very obviously a baseball jersey.
Oh, number 10.
This is. You don't think this is a baseball jersey? What jersey would this be? This is.
What's on the back?
Yeah, that's a baseball jersey.
Okay. Yeah, that's a baseball jersey. It was just. It was the mesh that was throwing me off.
That used to be the style.
Yeah, and I bought it, and I was like, dude, I need a bunch of USA stuff for this run to the World Cup. And then by the time I got it, it was.
Yeah.
We're out. We lost 4-1 to Belgium.
TJ, what are you wearing?
Rodgers.
Raji.
This had tags on it. Aaron Rodgers jet. Remember the American flag thing?
Hey, more like the Conor McGregor in the UFC fight. Am I right? That's the new meme these days.
Go ahead and take a point away.
That's what people were saying online. It was like, oh, we have a new Aaron Rodgers with the flag meme. It's Conor McGregor. But I guess you guys weren't on Twitter, on the X app.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you guys weren't on the X app?
You have to explain it better. I don't understand the meme.
They're saying that Conor McGregor only lasting, what was it, a minute in that big fight and exiting because of an injury was even worse than Aaron Rodgers running out on the field as a Jet with the American flag and then immediately getting injured in his very first game.
Okay. I'm starting to get the picture now.
So they're saying that moment from Conor McGregor has supplanted that.
They're saying that is Conor McGregor is akin to what Aaron Rodgers did. Okay.
Correct.
I got you.
On the Bird app, that's what they were saying.
What do you think of the comparisons people are making between the teams playing in the World Cup that are having success and the NFL teams that play in the stadiums that the teams that are having success in the World Cup are playing in, which is to say, like, you know, the graphics of, like, I can't think of the teams right now, but France has won more games in Dallas than Dak Prescott, more playoff games than Dak Prescott has, or I actually think France was the Jets one. I think that's what came to mind. Like, France has won more games in MetLife than the New York Jets did all of last year, whatever. Do you think that is a fair comparison to make? When you see those comparisons, those stats, are you like, ha, that's funny? Or are you like, no, hang on a second, that doesn't make a lick of sense? I'm
in between. I get a chuckle out of them, but I also acknowledge that it's a nonsensical type of comparison.
Yeah.
So, I live in a world where I see both.
I think it's too nonsensical to be funny for me. I think
really?
I see it and I'm just like, that doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
Get this out of my face.
Doesn't make any fucking sense what you're saying at all.
I suppose. I mean, the Dak Prescott meme where they put him on Mbappe was very, very funny.
That is funny.
That was funny.
Blutman sent me J.J. McCarthy. Or he sent it to the whole chat.
Oh, yeah.
J.J. McCarthy in an England jersey. I love that.
Don't get it.
I love it.
I don't really get it.
I fucking love it. You going to see the Odyssey?
I already saw the Odyssey. People are mad at me online.
Why?
How'd you get that?
Did you spoil it, or
no, I didn't
mad
spoil
that you saw it before it came out? Does it come out?
Comes out tonight. Technically.
How'd you already see it?
Wait, so
how'd you already see it?
Does Homer make it home?
I don't know. You'll have to go see the movie.
Dope.
Oh, this is I know this one. This is the one that's based off "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?"
Well, so Malasek also, the dickhead Malasek, who I know we were just saying was the man 15 minutes ago, but he'll also have these moments where I'm like, okay, dude, whatever. He tweeted back at me because I said, like, I'm going to release, like, a non-spoiler review. He's like, bro, the book has been out for 3,000 years. Yeah. Like, we know what fucking happens. Like, there could be a different interpretation of the book that is in this movie in terms of, like, where
it all
fits and everything.
Did you just spoil?
I didn't just spoil, but I'm saying, hypothetically speaking, the director and the movie can be slightly different and portray the book in a different way. So,
what could you possibly spoil about this movie?
How exactly this moment is showed. How exactly this moment of the book is portrayed. Like, I don't want to get into specifics.
Cyclops had 2 eyes?
No, but I'm just saying.
There's a spoiler.
There is also a spoiler. Yeah.
I saw it too.
TJ saw it. TJ and I went together. We saw the movie together.
What's the spoiler? Just say it.
No, I'm not going to say
You
it.
saw the movie too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are scumbags.
People are mad at Connor.
70 milliliter?
There's a lot of political discourse about this movie.
Very, very heavy
Really?
political.
What is that? Like, what's the...
Elliot Page is in the movie.
And
okay.
That's the kind of the end of it.
Okay, and just
Helen of Troy.
That existing is just
Helen of Troy is
right.
Lupita
Lupita Nyong'o.
People are very pissed off about some of the casting choices in this movie.
Yeah, so I put out my review, and if you look through the comments, it's just a bunch of people who are very furious.
Lupita Nyong'o
has 300 replies.
Just furious.
They're pretty much all about Elliot Page.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then they're like, this movie is trash. I'll never see it. And there are some people saying like, there's no way. This guy was definitely paid to say all these good things about the movie because it's not good. And I'm like, I'm the only.
You
person.
enjoyed the movie.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
So
I'm the only person in this exchange in this thread who's actually seen the fucking.
Wait, so how much did they pay you to see it early?
I did not. I was not paid to see the. If I was paid to see the movie early, I would have had a way more glowing review of the movie than I did.
Wait, so how did you see it early?
Why
didn't you invite me and Mark?
Because I only had a +1.
And how'd you get it?
I had a connection. I went to go see an early screening of The Mandalorian.
Right. I get that.
And now,
but why is Mark not getting invited to these things? Why is Brandon not getting? Why you?
I love the.
Is it your friend from Hollywood?
It is not. It is not my. It's not my friend from Hollywood.
Friend.
No,
What's your connection?
Formed a connection with just a marketing agency, and they have woman. No, stop. They have a way of putting on these advanced screenings, and I get to go to advanced screenings. And I'm hoping in the future that we could get people from the movies on the show.
How did you form a connection with the marketing agency? And how do you just?
It's D-Lo. Jeff D-Lo.
All right.
Put me in touch.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
But I'm hoping
you're just gonna kind of breeze past that as though.
And we were talking. We were talking with the people.
You kind of are just. You're just early onset D-Lo.
Are you positioning something so you can leave most sports? Are you
No.
trying to leave?
No, I'm doing
D-Lo
this.
launching something. Are you leaving?
No.
What the fuck's going on in the show?
I said to TJ, I was like, this will be like a really cool thing to go to because we'll see the people there who we could form the connection with, who maybe they could get the actors on our show in the future. We could interview actors.
Can you get Jeff D-Lo on the show?
I could, yeah. But yeah,
I'm hurt, Mark.
I am too. I would have loved to go see the Odyssey. I'm excited.
Connor picks up 50,000 followers. Brandon left us.
Yeah, listen. And if
it's over. For me and Mark, it's over. We're just gonna have to go move to Los Angeles.
Yeah, we'll go to LA and not come back.
Yeah, we'll do something out of there. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you can be.
But hey, if we get actors on this show in the next couple of months, I think me going to see the Odyssey, I'm not saying that's the direct correlation, but I'm saying
you're the only one that has Hollywood connections.
No, but I'm saying if there's a movie coming up in the next couple of months that's being promoted and we can get somebody on the show, then I hope we can look back at this conversation and say, well, that was kind of a silly conversation.
We're getting left behind.
It's not. It's not.
What do you mean a silly
behind.
conversation? It's not a silly. Like we're not. What do you? You're taking the. You're looking at the wrong takeaway here.
What's the takeaway?
Well, number one, I'm just like confused as to how you got this connection. Why you?
It started.
Why did they choose?
It started with the Mandalorian and Grogu.
Okay. Number two, no one's doubting that you can get these connect. Like no one's doubting that this is going to be a fruitful thing for the show. Mm-hmm. We're upset that you didn't include us.
I included TJ. I had a +1 and I got TJ.
Thanks, Connor.
You're welcome, TJ. Because hey, who's all going to be going to LA in a couple weeks? Me, you, Ebo, Cody. TJ's going to be left behind.
You could have just done the like first. Hey, you could have sent the group chat. I got a +1. Who wants it?
And then been like, I already gave it out.
Yeah.
No.
At least fake the invite.
Listen, and this is what we do. Either it's the fucking Spellbinder and I invite none of you and you all get pissed, or
it's the movie and you invite none of us and we get pissed. The
I had a +1.
Is you
I had a +1.
Do you see what the common theme here is, Connor? And I'm your only ally.
No.
The entire fucking show.
TJ's an ally.
I had fun. Connor ate a big pretzel.
I did. Picture of that coming later.
You guys should go to Vegas together.
We could go to Vegas together, just the two of us.
You're not invited. You want to go to Vegas?
Yeah, I'd love to go to Vegas.
You want to go to Vegas? Dude, we'll have the greatest time in Vegas.
Yeah.
We'll go. Every time I think of Vegas, I think of the pool. I just want to go to a pool. I can't believe how much I miss a pool in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I love pools.
And
I love the beach, but I love pools.
Yeah.
And Vegas has the best pools.
Also, just the idea of like a pool club is always fun.
It's so fun, dude. I've gotten so good at chilling in a pool, which I think is a skill. I really do. I think like having, you take your book to the pool and sometimes sometimes it's time to read. Sometimes it's not time to read. Sometimes it's time to look around at the people. Sometimes it's time to close your eyes and like I can do the thing. I've gotten really good at the thing where you can obviously lean up against the wall and then you like bring your feet up and you're kind of like sunbathing, but you're in the pool. But then I can flip it around, Connor. And this is something that it's a skill that I had to teach myself. I'll put my feet up on the ledge, and then I get my body floating. And you just got to get the breathing down right, and you can like have your chest like kind of hovering above the water line, and you put your arms out, and you got your feet on and you're just laying like this in the sun. And it's the greatest fucking thing, dude. And there's no better place to do that than Vegas. There's
also,
no better place to do
I'll tell you what, if I ever get an advanced screening of a movie at the Sphere, Mark, you're my first call.
Same. Yeah. Absolutely.
That makes sense because Mark is a Sphere guy.
Yeah.
And he's been to the Sphere. I got to get to the Sphere.
From what I've heard from my buddies on the show, he doesn't really like movies. Like he wouldn't like to go see movies at all. But I still would consider you to go see a movie at the Sphere. And
thanks, man. Same.
Yeah.
And that'll be our Odyssey. We'll be going to Vegas.
Yeah.
That'll be us. We'll be
everywhere we go. We'll tell everyone we're nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, yeah. If you guys want to do that, that's great. But I really hope that I could get out to Vegas as well with you boys and have a great time. And
I'm not the
great city.
I'm not the first person to acknowledge that this exists, but it is something that I rank very high on my power rankings of Las Vegas. I love the smell of casinos. I just love it. I love the smell that they pump in those places. I love the different smells. Vegas is awesome. Got to get out there. Pack your bags for Las Vegas. We'll see you there this summer for the summer tournament. 2 soccer games remain. One matters, one doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
But there are 2 left, and no better place to watch them than Las Vegas. Did you see the video of the plane flying on the beach?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That thing was low, dude.
All right, you haven't seen this?
No, I have not.
All right, new segment called "Is this fucking sweet or is this terrifying?" All right, that's the segment. I'll show you a video. You tell me.
This is in Pensacola Beach.
Was this fucking sweet or was this actually terrifying?
Whoa.
Oh my God.
That's terrifying.
Terrifying, right? I thought the same thing. Look at that.
Dude, that's too close.
That's just too close.
Can you
That could have been catastrophic.
Can you get some like temporary hearing loss from that?
Or like burned?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's awesome. I like that.
That's
but the other one, the other one, that's
the worst part is that like people are tracking the one in front, and then all of a sudden the other one's just like over their head.
Yeah. Crazy.
Dude, like
that's.
When we went to Wrigley last year and they were flying over Wrigley, I was like, damn, that's close. But I was never like, we're in danger.
They were like 10 times higher than that is, you know?
Yeah.
And it felt like they were about to hit us. Like I ducked thinking it was going to hit me in the head.
It is crazy when they do air and water show here and like I'm in my like I live in like a high-rise building like kind of in the middle of it. Yeah, about 2 miles in.
All right.
And there'll be planes just like buzzing by my apartment. I'm like, how is this legal?
Yeah.
Like it's like eye level. I'm not high up.
Well, they get reprimanded sometimes, right? Like they fly too low and bust out windows.
Yeah, that happened with Kid Rock, I believe.
They'll put out. Yeah, that's right. They'll put out a. I don't know. I've seen like headlines where like the pilot at the air and water show don't do that. Got put in timeout for 20 minutes because he busted a bunch of windows.
Yeah. I do like that.
I like the air and water show. I like. Everything about that video was sweet, except for the plane that flew 5 feet over their head. Yeah.
Fighter jets are fucking sweet, dude.
Yeah.
Some people, I mean, it looked like the crowd loved it. I don't know, so maybe it was sweet.
Maybe it's know your audience.
Yeah.
Pensacola Beach.
Yeah, Pensacola Beach. That's the crowd to do it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Headquarters.
Try that in Southern California. Yeah. Probably wouldn't love it as much.
Try that in Portland.
Try that in a big city. All right, let's do. What game are we playing now?
Do you want to do an NBA grade without Brandon? You and I are way better at doing it without Brandon.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Oh, that was a good most.
What was it?
Bring it up. Bring it up. What is it?
Best picture winner.
No, fuck that one. Do the NBA grade.
By the way, volleyball tonight canceled because of the bad air quality.
Oh no. Pugs got rained out last night.
What does this mean? What does this mean for the Manhattan Beach Six man?
I don't know, but I just know in this league,
quite as sharp.
Last week was a forfeit. This week is canceled, so we'll see.
So we have an idea that we may or may not do. Depends on the buy-in from other people on the show. But I want to do a grid like subathon type stream where we're trying to get like a very low rare score, and we just kind of sit here and chip away at these grids and just do a big grid stream. I have an idea to do that.
I like that.
And I think if we are going to do it, we need to do it before football season starts, so we might do it soon. But with that in mind, give me a niche of a grid. So I'll start top left, Evan Turner. We have to, or could we do better?
Maybe like
Andre
Miller.
Okay.
Would that be lower rarity?
Yeah, Evan might. Will Evan be high?
Top 5 pick.
All right, do Andre Miller then.
I'm really having a hard time thinking of any NBA players right now.
Well, that's a bad thing to hear from the guy that was like, "You guys want to do an NBA grid?"
Yeah. I'm looking at this and I'm struggling a little bit.
Trying.
What about Sixers Kings? Nick Stauskas.
That could be good.
Nick Stauskas.
I was thinking Samuel Dallenberg.
Samuel Dallenberg. Ebo, you be the judge of that one.
I remember. I think.
What's a better rarity score?
Stauskas should be pretty low.
Yeah,
You would think Stauskas would be low, right? Bang, 5%. Pretty good. We can do better than this, though. Cavs. Ebo, this is terrible. Did Brandon make you do this?
No.
Why did you say let's do an NBA grid without Brandon, and then immediately
because we did well
and then immediately said I can't think of a single NBA player?
Bad.
Did Pat Bev play for the Bucks?
Yeah,
Pat Bev did. Pat Bev bottom left. JJ Redick bottom left.
Jay Crowder. Did Jay Crowder play for the?
Sixers.
He played for the Sixers.
No,
he played for the Cavs though.
we had a.
You know who's not good on these games that every time I play it, I think like this might be something, and then it's like 56% is Matthew Dellavedova.
Yeah.
As I'm looking at the bottom.
Oh no, he's a legend.
The bottom middle, you're like, what about Delly? And then you play it, and it's like 49%. We could do Redick bottom left. We could do.
Did George Hill play for the Bucks?
Oh yeah, George Hill played for. We could do George Hill bottom middle.
He's a forgotten Sixer.
George Hill played for the Cavs too, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. He was on the 2018 team. Okay, so yeah, we could use him in either one of those.
I like Jay Crowder.
You want to do Jay Crowder for what?
Bottom
left?
middle, right?
Bottom middle.
He played for the Bucks for sure, right?
He was the one who torched Doc Rivers and said that it all went downhill once we got Doc Rivers.
Do Jay Crowder bottom middle.
5%. Cavs Blazers. Brian Grant. Did he play for the Cavs? Did fucking Cavs. Why did you do this, Ebo? We could have just like struck out on the Oscar winners and gotten lunch. We could have just like said some bullshit trying to guess Oscar.
Does Jason Williams have 5,000 assists?
Probably.
I don't know.
That's a
I'm not
lot.
good at career numbers. I don't know how many. Is 5,000 a lot?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sounds like a lot.
It sounds like a lot. Is 5,000 a lot?
Is that the most of all time?
Yeah. Is that like are we talking like a pool of like 20 people,
Yeah.
or are we talking like?
I have no idea.
Because like on the soccer grid, sometimes it'll just be like scored one goal at some point in their
Got
life.
one red card. Yeah.
Darren Collison had 5,000 career assists. He was a king, right?
Yeah. Fuck it. Try it, and then we'll get it wrong. And we can.
You're an asshole, Darren Collison.
You're the asshole, dude. You're the one that's like I want to.
Nope.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. That's a bad. Ebo, you have to admit that was bad.
Yeah, you wanted to go home. Fine.
Nope.
Connor, can you back me up?
It was a mixture of the two.
Ebo,
We'll just cut it in post, dude.
Ebo punted on the mostly 10, which
Let's
we've
play
been
mostly
doing.
10.
Ebo punted on mostly 10 to do a grid, and then the second he pulls up the grid, look. By the way, bottom middle. Look, top answer.
Matthew
I told you. Ebo punts on it, and then the second they pull up the grid, he's like, I gotta be honest, I can't think of a single NBA player.
Darren
But
Collison.
this is the thing.
3,500 assists.
That's
ago.
crazy.
We give up on these games way too quickly.
All right, show me mostly 10.
But we start him too late. It's 11:42, dude. I got double Deutsch on the yak in 15 minutes.
I gotta go.
All right.
I gotta get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow. Brandon,
show.
listen, if Brandon's not here tomorrow, we'll start at 11 o'clock. We'll start doing grid.
Okay.
So we have plenty of runway.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Is that what you want? And
I'm down with that.
We'll have time to do the grid, mostly 10, whatever you want.
Sure.
Let's just play games tomorrow.
All right. We'll be back tomorrow. See you guys.
So that's how ball's done.